Valley, Tucson.
An Arizona Lotus Corp radio station.
You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, October 6th. I had to throw that in there. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We have a week of shows lined up for you with lots of cool giveaways. We're going to get into all that. It was a fantastic weekend, of course. You know, hopefully you had a great weekend. You have a good weekend, Rico?
I had a good weekend.
All right. Was it crazy out at the bar scene?
A little crazy.
Yeah. We went down Friday night, got to check out Dan Soder doing his show here, the Golden Retriever Comedy at the Rialto Theater. There was a lot of old school KFMA peeps there, which was great to see a link up. Dan showed love to KFMA, demanded that we bring KFMA Day back, which I'm like, shut up, Dan. I know. You know, people looking at me.
That.
Yeah, people looking at me like, that's your fault. No, It's not my fault, man. Trust me, we're trying. But it was fantastic, hilarious. And like I said, when I was talking with him in our interview, which you could check the entire conversation out on our YouTube page, is that he's peak soda right now. Like, this guy has put in his 10,000 hours and then some, and just a master of his craft. But also, I want to shout out local comedian Paulie Casillas. I know I'm butchering his last name, but he's
you got it right.
Oh, good. Yeah, because he's always the go-to for these major comedy shows, and he was a killer host. He put on a phenomenal set as well. Continues to get funnier and funnier, so we got to have Paulie in studio here soon. But yeah, so that was a fantastic way to kick it off. You know, and you look like you have a question.
No, I'm laughing because I think I saw him in the parking lot.
Who, Paulie?
Yeah.
Well, afterwards?
I recognize him from way back in Tempe. I think, no, because I was at work, you know, like Pennington and Scott area downtown.
Yeah.
And I'm like taking out trash, and I think I see a guy. I'm like, that kind of looks like Paulie. But I don't want to be the guy to call it out because it could be like, wait, we all look the same or something? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's getting girthier. Did he look like a bloated version? Okay, yeah. So, you know, he's living a good life, though, has good jokes. But yeah, definitely hit up Paulie because he is, again, whenever I see like a stand-up comedian at like the Rialto Theater, it's usually Paulie's opening for him, you know? So, you know, that says a lot because they're like, hey, there's one guy who's a local guy that can get the job done.
Right.
And he's at the top of the list, obviously. So, yeah, that was a fantastic time. And then Saturday, I went to Lit City, which is a nickname that affectionately was dubbed by my friends for Arizona City. Have you ever heard of Arizona City?
No, tell me.
Arizona City is like a little town that's kind of by Casa Grande, right? Like a community of sorts, right? I have my friend's parents live there. And we had a night because my friend who passed away, my best friend, earlier, like it was his birthday Saturday. So we went there, a group of us, to hang out with his parents, and we get lit, and hence the name Lit City.
There we go. Appropriate.
Yeah. Then went down to like a downtown Casa Grande, and had some weird, odd experiences, man. Like, you know, like the customer service in that town needs to really step up a couple notches because you get a real strong FU attitude from everywhere you turn. Like the bartender was kind of indignant. And I'm like, there ain't too many people here, man. I'm like, you don't want money to pay your rent or what? And then we drove through Filiberto's afterwards. And the guy's like, you want food or what? I'm like, Jesus, I swear to God.
Do you guys have a smell on you or something?
Yeah,
or
I don't know. No, dude,
everybody?
First off, I had Corey with me, so I got my hot friend. And then I got my Dan's parents, Jim and Louise. So I have several different demos of like, yeah, hey, you know, hey, good evening, good sir.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just like,
can
I just get less spit? I know I'm already getting lots of spit, but just my only request is like make
less
everything.
phlegm.
Yeah. No, don't make it phlegmy.
Yeah,
just
no phlegmy.
Some gleeks is fine. You know,
pulp or no pulp? No pulp, please.
Yeah. All right. And on top of that, of course, you know, luckily Sunday, recovery day, is football Sunday. And we had some good football on Sunday. By the way, I want to shout out U of A Wildcats because they dominated in a home win that nobody saw. But
bear down.
yeah, we had good football Sunday. The Arizona Cardinals figured out a way to deuce the bed in almost a record fashion. And I don't know if you were watching this game, Rico.
No.
But they came out strong. And their first 2 drives, they looked like a team that had their act together. Kyler was throwing to Harrison Jr. And we were moving the ball down there, scored back-to-back touchdowns. Before you know it, it was like 21-3. So it's over a 2-score, game. And they pretty much had the win locked down since like the second quarter. But then they froze up for the rest of the game, and then they were able to, and this is crazy too, because I'm driving back from Lit City listening to this game on the radio, and I turned off my car when I heard this play, which would have made it a 3-touchdown score, like, difference, right? Listen to this. Yeah, so what happened was the overturn was we had a running back go for like a 73-yard run, and then had the ball like kind of hanging out, and at the 1-yard line was knocked out of his possession, fumble right there.
Oh, God.
Then,
hence the music.
Yes, hence the music, but it gets worse from there, Rico. There. The go throws. Interception. Yes. Get that fumble. They kick it into the end zone, recovered by the Titans, touchdown.
Oh,
yes. Dude.
Embarrassing.
Oh my God. It was so like record embarrassing that Cardinals were trending all day yesterday because of the epic fail and loss of a game that was a surefire thing. It was in the bag.
That's going to be hard to recover.
Yes. And the Cardinals beat the Cardinals so hard that it was laughable. And now next week they're going against the Indianapolis Colts, and you could pretty much just chalk up the L there. Season over for the Arizona Cardinals. It's unfortunate.
Wolf.
Yeah, so let's focus our football attention back to our U of A Wildcats. They won big over the weekend, and they have a huge game coming up this Saturday. That's going to be against the BYU Cougars. And so we'll talk with Justin Spears a little bit later on, and just to give us a rundown of what this matchup looks like. But I'll be giving away tickets all week long for that game this Saturday. And if you want to go to the U of A Wildcats game against the BYU Cougars and be my first winner this week, give me a call right now. 600-KFMA, 600-5362. Caller number 10 will be my first winner. But also, all this week, I'm giving away tickets for 9 Inch Nails before they go on sale. That opportunity will be at 8:10 this morning, so just keep it here all morning long. Kicking things off a little Black Sabbath on Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. But you know the name of the show. Let's go! All right, so that was our show open from this morning. I'm going to jump on and do a little tease. We got Andrew Cox from the Nexus Occult Book and Oddities store. Is it Books and Oddities?
Books and Oddities.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about that. Of course, the supermoon, and Yelp just released a top 100 for taco spots in the U.S., and we got screwed royally, so I got to talk about that. Plus, there is a taco spot food truck that made the list, number 12. So we got to show them some love. Tomorrow's like National Taco Day. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live on the podcast broadcast. Going to cover a lot, from everything from tacos to oddities and occults. We got Andrew Cox from the Nexus Books and Oddities store in studio with us. It's Supermoon, and we want to talk about not only his fine establishment, but you were just at a convention.
Right,
the
the
weekend.
Witch Summit.
The Witch Summit convention
Up in Phoenix. It was a blast, man. I had a market, a bunch of teachers and authors doing events, and I had a witchy ball at the end.
Yeah, nice. How many people show up to the Witch Summit in Phoenix?
Oh, Lord. Easily over 1,000. It was intense, man. It was a great turnout for them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, yeah, we're going to talk about
Comic-Con for goth girls.
Right. I know.
Yeah, baby.
I know. I mean, Rico has a thing for goth girls.
Oh,
and
you
stuff.
would have loved it, man.
Yeah.
A lot of fishnet. Everybody all in black. It was great.
Oh,
I
my
wore
God.
my fishnets. It was super fun.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, yeah, we're talking about that. And then Yelp just released a list. Tomorrow is National Taco Day, right? It's a National Taco Tuesday. And Yelp just released a list, the 100 best taco spots in all the U.S. And Arizona Arizona only got 8 of those spots.
Wild.
I know, dude.
How does that happen?
On top of that, what's even more blasphemous is Tucson didn't even make the top 10. Right?
Wow.
The number 12 spot is a Tucson spot, and it's a food truck. I'll tell you all about that. We'll talk about the blasphemy that is that list right after music from 9 Inch Nails. This is as alive as you need me to be. But you can join us on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. It's the podcast broadcast. I just keep saying it over and over again. I don't fucking
that's
know.
a trick of the business. Just keep repeating it.
Yeah. When I have meetings and stuff with my consultant, that's what they say. You gotta say Rock 1 2.1. They don't know.
Right.
You gotta keep saying it. But
You'll get there, kid.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. If I was into like goth girls as much as Rico, I would have definitely bought tickets for that event. And you are seeing nothing but like grown up Hot Topic.
It was great. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wall to wall black everything.
Yes. And fishnet for days.
Yes. And short mini skirts. Very fun.
Yeah. They dress sexy, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They dress to impress when they come out.
Okay. Yeah. Are you a single man?
No.
Okay.
So it's just like blinders on the whole time.
You're like, I don't even notice, babe.
I just looked at the floor most of the time. Yeah.
They just look like customers to me.
Right. Exactly.
Just trying to sell some books, man.
Yeah, but those are
to me.
also the women that you don't want to scorn, right? You know, because then they could cast spells on you and
grab
everything
some
else.
of your hair and do some weird things.
Oh,
yeah.
And for me, my hair falls out so rapidly and stuff. They already got me. They got me right on the first
Easy
date.
target.
Isn't that movie, that Stephen King movie, Thinner?
Right.
You got a hex put on him.
Exactly.
But it's like weight loss.
That
and you're
happens.
like, I don't need to buy Ozempic.
Ozempic. There you go.
This is great.
Yeah. Now, before we get into our taco list, where's the spots in town that you like to go to? What are your taco spots?
Dude, I love El Hueto Conejo. Yeah. I mean, that place is the bomb.
You say it properly,
right.
too.
Yeah.
So you're representing well.
Right.
He's being real.
I could eat there every day and be just fine.
Yeah.
BK's is great, too. You know, I like them.
Yeah.
You know,
where are the crossroads? I mean, you're in that area then, huh? And then Nexus, Occult.
We're at Speedway and Swan, just east of Swan, north side of the road.
Right. Yeah. I guess we can buy that's in my neck of the woods as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, the supermoon does no added business. Maybe sell some extra candles and stuff. It was pretty wicked seeing that thing this morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it was one of those things where I was in a like transfixed state driving here, and I was like woken up. But like part of me recognized, I'm like, okay, now I get the ancestors. Now I know why they sacrificed animals. Like that thing is majestic.
Right.
It's unworldly.
Massive. Yeah, it was massive. It was blood red or blood orange, if you will.
Right.
And it kind of spooked me out for a second. I was like, wait, that okay, we're good. But sometimes that ignorance will turn to fear. And I'm like, it's already happening. I thought the apocalypse was going to be in the fall.
Right.
I guess we're technically fall, but I was hoping late fall.
Right.
Or
maybe missed the rapture.
Yeah. No, the rapture did come and go. We just, none of us got
made
it.
It was like 7 people, I think, took it.
Yeah. In the middle of the woods somewhere. They weren't reported on. So,
Right.
Yeah. So,
what a shame.
I don't know. I mean, so far with this apocalypse and stuff, the football season's been pretty good. So,
nice.
So it's been an entertaining apocalypse.
I like how they keep teasing us with alien attacks too, like every few months.
I know.
Well, you got the three-eye Atlas approaching.
That's
yeah.
That's the big one.
Oh, they keep going back and forth saying, no, it's not moving like a comet. No, it is moving as a comet. I mean, where do you stand and feel? What do you feel like it is right now when you've been following it?
That's a tough one, man, because I've read a lot about it. It's acting weird. It's not like your typical. There's a lot of red flags for it being something other than a comet. I'm hoping it's aliens.
Okay,
please.
Yeah, but why? I mean, if we get aliens visiting us, it's not going to end well.
No,
right?
That's okay. But, I think we had a good run, Yeah, I had a lot of credit card debt, so it's all right.
Rockland 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Figure Presents. We're talking with Andrew Cox, the owner of Nexus Occult Books and Oddities, and talking about this Atlas comment, or quote-unquote comment.
Quote-unquote.
Where, there's Harvard professors and everything are theorizing that it's artificial intelligence moving, or not AI, I'm sorry. It's like a UFO. Basically, is what they're speculating it could be. And if aliens come, and it reminded me of the Dan Soder show on Friday that I just went to go see, because he has the same mindset I think we do. Because now we're 45. I mean, Rico's not that old, but we're both 45. So is Dan. And he talks about him being old now and how he's different than when he was younger.
For sure.
And one of those prime examples is if the apocalypse came or a zombie apocalypse broke out, he just hopes that he's within the immediate blast zone, right?
Get
Younger,
it over with.
yes,
Right,
absolutely, and it's so relatable. You're just like, yeah, it's been a good run. Just get it over quickly, right?
My knees.
Younger me would be like trying to come up with a survival plan, and you know, like how I'm going to filter water, and it's like dig underground and all that stuff.
You got to be the guy in the movie that's like, you guys go ahead, I'll hold him off.
Right, yeah.
Like, sure, I'm old. Trust me, you got a whole life for you.
Exactly.
Like you're that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to be the old guy in the apocalypse, right? So, and that's why, you know, Andrew just said that. Like, if it's aliens and aliens come aggressively, well, then, you know, like I said, it's been a good run. Just aim here first.
Right.
Yeah. I get it. But let's talk all things tacos right now, because tomorrow is a National Taco Day. And, you know, Tucson knows tacos better than anyone, I believe. But according to Yelp, that is not good enough. It's pretty upsetting, too. And I think you need to go to Yelp, Rico, and step up your 5-star reviews.
Oh, I will.
Because they just released this top 100 spots in the U.S. For tacos. And Arizona only got 8 of those spots. California dominated the list this year. And the way they came up with their picks is the team at Yelp analyzed the site for restaurants, including food trucks, counter order places, and sit-down eateries with the most mention of tacos. And then they ranked them based on the total number of reviews and the highest ratings, right? So there was a little bit of a scientific formula to come up to this, right? And it turns out there are a lot of hidden gems out there that we totally miss. And honestly, when I'm looking through this list, including the Tucson ones, I didn't even know of these places, right? I mean, the number one spot in all the country, according to Yelp, was in North Hollywood, California, called Birria Familia Castro. Why you say it like that?
Go figure.
You know, you hear the disdain, but I'm like, why?
Because I live there. It's just like, the whole California versus Tucson debate. I'm like, all right.
Right, but I still think Tucson wins. And then number 2 was the flip side of that, on the opposite end of the country, in Brooklyn, New York, Birria Landia. But they're both Birria spots, right? So Birria was like ranked high this year. A lot of people are on the Birria bandwagon, and rightfully
that's okay.
so. Yeah, so it's delicious. But then when it came to Arizona, the highest we ranked was out in Glendale, my old territory, my old stomping grounds. Jalapenos Sonora Grill. And jalapenos actually just kind of reminds me of like a taco app song.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a mesquite grill. And then they have like a salsa bar. So it's like, okay, cool. That's great that they rank there, but come to Tucson and that's a majority of taco spots, right? We know
we're on
this.
the Bourdain scale, where it's like you have the plastic chairs and no English at the counter. You just know it's good.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to share with you here all of the Arizona eateries, but the Tucson place that ranked highest is the most surprising because it wasn't a brick and mortar. It was a food truck, and it's a food truck with a name that would resonate with you, Rico. I'll get to that. But
Goth Girls Tacos?
Yeah, coming in at number 4 was Baja Tacos in El Mirage, Arizona. That's West Side, El Mirage, and that's a pretty, that's a good area for good Mexican food. Taco Viva in Phoenix was number 88, and then 2 spots in Flagstaff. Yes,
really?
I know.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Tiki Grill in Flagstaff, and I just think this is where I'm calling sus on this list. I'm like, you're trusting crunchy hippies to get 5-star reviews. That shouldn't count.
They're high as hell. They're gonna like anything.
Right. Yeah, they're like, the hummus taco is amazing. Like, shut up. Get out of here with that.
Rustico what?
Yeah, man.
Get out of here.
And then Tres Amigos in Flagstaff was number 36, so that was good, right? Again, Tucson snubbed so hard in this top 100 list. There's only one spot that made the top 100. Now it's high, but not high enough. Now coming in number 26 is Just Tacos and More in Phoenix, Arizona. And then Williams, Arizona actually got a spot. Nanny's Tacos, which does look pretty good. But the taco truck in Tucson that ranked highest on the Yelp 100 was Taco Rico. Taco Rico,
so
bro.
Now my nickname's Taco Rico, not Uncle Rico.
You got to be
I'll
Taco
take it.
Rico now. Well, of course, they will sue you for trademark infringement and all that.
I'll be the mascot.
Yeah, pulling up their Yelp review page looks pretty good. You know, Taco Rico, they make like they say homemade everything right there, and it's straight up just a taco truck that's usually off of Vina Road, right up there, 4500 West Side, right outside the Fascinations, right?
Perfect.
So it is perfect.
I go look at sex toys. I want tacos. It's a perfect day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like, what kind of taco you in for? Fish or fish?
Wow.
I know. They got pastor tacos, carne asada, like birria tacos. It all looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
And congratulations, Taco Rico. So I wanted to give you guys a shout out for representing Tucson, being the only representation of Tucson in this very flawed list. Now, I call shenanigans on the entire list only because we're not getting more love on it. But it shouldn't take away from the fact that Taco Rico does look amazing with a 4.9 Yelp review, 123 reviews. And again, operating as a food truck, you know, got to tip the hat to that.
That's impressive.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got the name of one of my very best friends.
I hope
Taco?
I hope I get.
I'm talking. Sorry. Well, you know, they got Taco on the street, man. I love that guy. You know.
Damn it.
I'm just kidding. You too.
All right.
Yeah. So what were you gonna say
I
before
want a
broke your
discount.
heart?
I want to go there and try to get a discount.
You should.
Okay,
give him a
thanks,
5-star
girl.
review.
Like, do you speak Spanish? Not really. You get to pay more now.
All right, so we got to keep this conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. But again, congratulations to Taco Rico. When we return, we're going to talk all things oddities with Andrew Cox, the owner of Nexus Occult Books and Oddities Store. So stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear.
I wonder if it's like the thing where they have a sex shop. Like, yeah, we'll let you rent that space for cheaper.
Nice.
You're like, all right, perfect.
Tacos and lube.
Yeah, that used to be my neck of the woods too. Yeah, tacos and lube.
Today was a good day.
Right.
Yeah, I was shocked though. I mean, out of all the places too, where I'm just like, and you're talking, it's the taco spot that's inside the parking lot of the sex store.
Of course it is. It's one of those things where you see those articles, you look down, you want to scroll down to see who the editor was. You're like, oh, that figures.
Yeah.
Some Karen. 60 glasses.
It's all horny fat guys being like 5 stars, man.
Right.
You know?
Brilliant.
I lick the taco before I eat it. You know, that's what I would suggest to Taco Rico. But yeah, they make it everything homemade. It was interesting. So yeah, I'll probably go there here soon. You know, I was like, what are you doing for lunch today?
Eating fish tacos.
Yeah.
I had him on the stream. He had that recommendation. Forget the name, but it's up near here. If you can type it at him. That's why you keep telling us.
Just don't go to Rico's on Broadway and Kolb. Yeah, well, I mean, or Nico's. Nico's, not Rico's. He got the major food poisoning, but that's a chain, dude. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm happy we made it, but still, it's kind of like gonna make our own list now. That's ridiculous. Williamsburg, Flagstaff over Tucson.
Right.
Two spots in Flagstaff. I lived in Flagstaff too. And like I said, you know, it wasn't necessarily like the culinary destination. There's some good food spots for sure. And it's still Arizona.
Yeah.
But, you know, and then the names of the places again, you know, like Tiki Grill.
Right.
Nah, bro. Don't tell me.
Caleb's Tacos.
See, if I pull up Tiki Grill, here, let's pull this up. You guys be the judge of this. I mean, it does look like white boy shit. Okay. So here, let's again, you be the judge. There's 260 photos. So let's look at these photos here. All right. They got flan, right?
They got flan.
All right. So let's see. Like, look, what I'm looking for first off is white cheese. You show me that white cheese, I'm gonna know you're legit. You show me yellow cheese, get the fuck out of here, right?
I'm looking for that Nana behind the counter with that deer in headlights look. That's how I know it's good.
Yeah, it's called Tiki Grill. So pick a lane, Tiki Grill.
Right,
you know what I mean? Are you like a Hawaiian tiki bar or are you a taco spot? Right?
Comfort
food and comfort food and cocktails. Yeah, you're never gonna suspect that you're gonna get quality taco food there. Now they got shrimp salad, stuff like that. They got some salmon. Salad looks okay. They got sandwiches. Again, you don't know what you're gonna get. They got fish and chips, or what is that? I'm getting angry. But I'm also kind of hungry too.
We're gonna get you a food handler's card, or whatever it is, or the thing, and they have you sell tacos at Nexus Occult.
There you go.
Like, you want to know what the surprise spot is? Like,
yeah, I'll set up a food.
The best tacos in town. To be honest, Nexus
there.
Occult.
Yeah. The fish looks okay, but Yeah, they don't know what the hell they are, but somehow they got a high ranking.
They defied all odds.
Yeah, man. Hawaiian food and tacos. Yeah. Everyone that's been to Hawaii knows that Hawaii's food sucks, dude.
Right.
They got chicken wings, too. They are the bipolar girlfriend you want to avoid.
Nice.
All right. So that is
Just leave that review.
yeah. And again, they got 62. Tres Amigos is the other one. Try to convince me that you guys are Spanish just because you did
Right.
Three Amigos. All right.
What's our spot at the carniceria down the road here?
Well, you're talking about I don't even know the name of it,
I
but
know.
we get our tacos or Mexican food
Burritos.
inside a carniceria grocery store.
Nice.
Right. And this place has been blowing up. It's fantastic. It actually reminded me of yesterday I had a sub sandwich at this deli inside a liquor store, right? In Casa Grande.
Mhm.
And this is one of those places I love finding places like this where it was just a liquor store owned by some brothers and they opened up a sandwich shop inside it and it's starting to grow in popularity where they only had like one table and now they have like 12 tables and a full
They're
bar.
expanding.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
People are knowing about it. You're like,
and
damn it.
and the deli is like overtaking the liquor store, right?
Wow.
It continues
Right
to
on.
expand into it, and around you got shelves and all the type of booze you could want. But in here, they have like fresh baked bread and boar's head meats, and they're just whipping together sandwiches, and it became like the top spot in Casa
That's
Grande.
awesome.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. This is Tres Amigos, and again, I'm seeing yellow cheese. Fuck you, dude. And they're just they're just a food truck as well. Oh no, they turned into a brick and mortar. A little bit of both. Oh, so good for them. But you're not legit to me.
We're turning into a taco tracking podcast.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, part of our angle here, it's all lifestyle. So food, occults, music. It's a good variety.
It's a catch-all.
Right.
Yeah, food is the one thing we all have in common. And look at that. That doesn't blasphemy.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, give me a book of how I could curse taco shops.
No problem.
He's like, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
You brought it with
Yeah.
him. You're like, I knew this was coming.
Get in my
Yeah.
back pocket.
Yeah,
Yep.
your backstory, Andrew. You were in the music industry of sorts.
Yeah.
So, what did you do in the music industry again?
So I was a director of retail promotions for Century Media and Nuclear Blast. I mean, I got to work with all the bands and all the different stores across the United States and go on some tours. And I had a little management consulting company for a while, managed a few bands. And
Damn.
Any bands that are notable names that we might play on the station?
like Lacuna Coil,
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Shadows Fall. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be playing Dimmu Borgir, or In Flames, but bands like that for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, and so seeing the whole behind the scenes of it,
Oh, yeah.
did that industry shrink with the popularity of streaming and everything?
For sure.
Yeah,
That hit everybody because a lot of record stores closed, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and that definitely devastated sales.
Right. And so you would set up basically not only like orders for these stores, but probably in-store meet and greets and
Right,
promotions. and
exactly.
upsell.
Yeah, all that type of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
super fun, man.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a
yeah.
blast.
No, I love it. I know. It was a different time. And I wish, because it makes this gig so much more fun too.
Right.
Mhm.
Because then so many different artists will be coming through just to do
Yeah.
in-store signings and they do kind of cross promotion. And we don't get that right now.
Yeah,
because,
for sure.
All those positions all over the place with publicists and everything just
Right.
gone.
Evaporated.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we don't need you and we're not making money.
Right.
So that's sad.
We only have the one record store, Zia Records, I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it technically, Bookman's can
Bookman,
kind of
sure,
double
yeah.
a little bit as
Right.
one. But yeah, Zia still holding on strong, which,
Yeah.
I appreciate.
Which is
it.
cool.
Yeah. So, and then you had interactions with Ozzy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. So actually, I used to work at Zia.
Yeah.
And then I did a huge display for their Nativity in Black 2 album.
Mhm.
And it was like a nationwide display contest, over 3,000 stores, and mine won. So they flew me and a couple other Zia people out to
Which
meet
Zia
Ozzy.
location was it?
The
Here?
Speedway one, yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Hell
And
yeah.
That was back when they had the 3 locations, because then I opened up the one that was on Speedway in Pantano that used to have a stage in it.
Oh, damn.
And that one's no longer around.
Bad, yeah.
But
Legendary.
yeah, they flew us out, and that just, that was so much fun. And then I ended up getting hired by Century Media, and it was a blast, dude.
Yeah,
It
nice.
was, it's
How long
crazy.
was that run? when you did that?
I did 2001 until 2007.
Wow.
Okay,
What
yeah.
What a time.
Yeah,
They
Damn.
hired you right before Napster.
right.
Ah.
Yeah.
Did,
Son
when
of a
Napster
bitch.
came out, were you like, oh no?
No, I
Did you
didn't.
see the writing on the wall? You didn't
No,
see it.
No,
So blindsided you.
right, totally.
Ah.
Didn't
Yeah.
think it was going to have that big of an impact, man.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. well, you were wrong.
Big time.
What's this Amazon guy doing? Dummy.
Right?
That's never going to take off.
I know.
Seriously.
Don't feel bad because I was just like, hey, you know what? I should get into an industry that'll be around forever. Radio.
Right.
All right. Yeah, so same boat, but and then after that, then what got you into the idea of oddities and occult books?
Dude, I've been collecting books since I was a kid. I saw Ghostbusters when I was 4, and I just wanted to be Peter Venkman. And so I was like totally into ghosts and then aliens. But then I saw The Exorcist when I was 9.
Yeah.
And that broke my brain. That was like the real occult switch. Because I started like reading about demons, which led to books on magic, grimoires and stuff. And then I had been buying books nonstop. Prior to opening in 2022, I had just shy of 23,000 books in my collection.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just you personally buying them.
Damn.
And then you're like, shit,
Yeah.
what am I going to
This
do
is
with
the
all these
thing.
books?
Yeah, I was spending over $600 a month just to store my collection in 3 different storage units.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. So that's why
You are about it.
Yeah.
makes even more sense though, because then immediately when you open up a shop, then you're like, you look at that $600 cost of being like,
Right.
oh, taking that right there, and now I'm, it's like
Inventory.
yeah.
Exactly. That's what it was. It was all
Yeah.
inventory that didn't have to pay for because I already paid for it.
That's awesome.
Wow. And you read all those books.
No, God.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no. Cover to cover, I probably read about 1,000 books in my
Okay,
life.
okay.
He's
you
like,
know?
I am a speed reader. He's
Yeah.
one of those guys that
Yeah, man.
I'm well read, but I'm a high functioning moron.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's really what it is.
Yeah, and you just like to collect them and
Yeah.
stuff, so you know a little bit of them, the cliff notes
Yeah.
of all the books.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna be back on here in about 20 seconds talking about this, and and of course, this got to be the season for you, right? Being
sure.
October.
Oh yeah, that's spooky season's great for us as we go into 4th quarter, man. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice. We love this time of year too. So, all right, let's see. We got 5 seconds. All right, let's see there featuring Amy Lee with Broken and Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Be Vegan Presents. In studio, very special guest, Andrew Cox, the owner of Nexus Occult Books and Oddities on Speedway and Swan, joining us. And we're just getting a little backstory of Andrew, who's, grew up, managing the local Zia here, the one on Speedway. And then, got into the music industry, did that for a run, and then realized that after he started collecting over like 20,000 books or something like that, that he should probably open up a bookstore on a passion that he's had his entire life. And so you would almost consider yourself almost an expert in all things like paranormal, spiritual things, because you've been studying this on your own as your hobby, as a hobbyist. Since you were a young child.
My whole life, yeah. Ghosts, aliens, conspiracies, secret societies, witchcraft, magic, yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the show, man.
Oh,
I've been looking for you my entire life.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you speak in our language. You're just like, all right. Like, yeah. I mean, okay, well, how haunted is Hotel Congress?
It's pretty good, man. It's up there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's nice. There's a lot of history with there. I mean, it's but not just with Hotel Congress, but with Tucson and even Arizona as a whole. We're a very haunted place.
Yeah, because a lot of blood was shed on these streets, right?
That's right.
Bloodstone's history.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's always fun to know that. I guess it's not that fun, but
Well, when you read a story like on the news, like an article comes out about a guy living in the old barrio. He's like, oh yeah, I was just digging in my backyard. Bones.
Yeah.
Here we
It
go.
happens.
Happens a lot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. And so with all these books, you said you were spending like $600 a month even before you even opened the store.
That's right. Just to store them.
Just storing them. Yeah. And so what would you look for as a collector at that phase? Because at this point, is it hoarding or is it collecting?
It's such a fine line, man. It really is. Because I think it's not hoarding because I definitely organized and cataloged everything.
Right.
So I kept everything in great condition, and with the dream of eventually opening an occult bookstore. I just never really thought it would happen, honestly.
Right. It wasn't until you had a collection so massive that you had to keep it in a storage shed.
Exactly.
And spend, $600 a month just keeping these books safe.
Yeah.
Now, but as a collector, though, right, and a retailer at the same time, does it break your heart to sell certain books that you
100%? It's so difficult.
You're still gripping it. They're like, no, let it go, man.
It's so bittersweet, and I have to fight with myself, when we get stuff in on trade, not to take stuff home.
Yeah,
it's off because I've caught myself doing that. And I just had to bring it back the next day.
Yeah,
it's awful.
Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it too, dude. You gotta sell it. Yeah, I can see that. Some of these are your babies too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
it's refreshing though, because a lot of retailers you go to are just heartless or like, yeah, whatever, we don't care.
Yeah, no.
this guy cares.
Right.
So it's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
like the knockoff Labubu salesman, right? Now, those are the ones I'm
Yeah.
looking at now. They know they're scamming people. They don't even care. There's no skin in the game. But here,
He's
with,
selling haunted Labubus.
He's it. There you go.
Hell yeah.
that's a market, dude.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so following this, and you were just at the Witch Convention too,
Right. The Witch
So,
Summit, yeah.
well, the Witch Summit, which was up in Phoenix. So, what's like a hot selling item? What's the most popular thing for you to retail at a convention like that amongst witches?
Right. So the thing they always really try to look for is grimoires, books on magic or witchcraft. I mean, like especially like the classical period. That's what people are really going for. That older stuff that was written hundreds of years ago, that's really scary and freaky, has all the demon names in it.
Yeah.
People love that stuff, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, how do you find this stuff for you to be able to buy it and then retail it?
Right. So, I mean, outside of just having my collection, we do buy, sell, trade. So people bring in, and I am shocked when I see some stuff come in. I'm like, who in Tucson had some of this like heavy, dark stuff? It's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just comes in on trade, man. I mean, I still go out there and hunt.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still go to estate sales and yard sales and thrift stores. And I'm always shocked, man. I find some great stuff here. It's nuts.
Dude, I'm shocked that there isn't like a reality show. Is there a reality show based off like
has
a
to be.
Pawn Stars? Because you need to have,
Right.
I mean, we've had a local reality, Pawn Star like show in Slobby Robbie's Slobby's
Oh, that's
World,
right. Yeah.
right? So we've had that. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
imagine
like,
a mix between Pawn Stars and what we do in the shadows type thing.
Yes!
Like,
Totally.
oh my God,
and
that'd be brilliant.
I'm sure the characters that are coming in to buy,
Oh.
sell, trade, right?
Dude.
Unique.
Yes.
Totally.
Like,
Yes.
here's a mouse tail with the witch bring. I got a guy
Yeah.
we got to go appraise this with.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Like this got some blood on it. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
want that. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. History Channel just came up with your next $1 million idea.
Yep.
Yeah, star in the making here on that stuff. Insane. I mean, and to be a follower and have this as your hobby your entire life, you got to be a believer of a lot of this stuff.
Oh,
know?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen and experienced enough of my own stuff to know that a lot of it's real.
Yeah.
But that's the fun of researching and reading it, man. I
Yeah.
mean, I love it. I can't get enough of it.
I watch, and I'm a novice, but you watch a lot of movies and stuff
Right.
where you come across like Satan's Bible,
Yeah.
it's cursed, so you don't want to open that and and
Don't read the
everything.
Latin.
Yeah, is there a real
Yeah.
life version of that where if you get that in your store, you're gonna be like hesitate or buy it right away?
Buy it right away, no matter what.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
absolutely.
Would you open it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
It's fine.
you're doing
Yeah,
us all,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, you just don't read it out loud. That is a real thing. Don't
Oh.
read out loud because you could accidentally
Yeah,
invoke or
pierce the
evoke
veil.
something for sure.
You saying these demons and spirits can't hear the thoughts in your head?
I totally can, but yeah, there's a ritualized process
Okay.
to bring them forth.
Oh,
Usually,
Come on, B.
you know.
yeah, we should have
like the
come up with
Exorcist
the
movie, that
doozers.
was a Ouija board. That's kind of how that whole thing started. That was
Yeah.
based off of a true story.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, you look at you. You knew that?
Yeah.
Mm.
Everything he's talking about is true. Like, yeah.
There you go.
Open the.
Yep.
What?
Oh no! I'm
Nod
just
and
like,
agree.
how much did you know? I don't know. You never brought this up before.
Well, I can finally feel free to bring it up now. We have something.
I got a
can't
piece
randomly
of his
do
hair
it
in
on
my
the
back
podcast.
pocket.
Yeah, he basically booked you on the show so he can let his freak
Totally.
flag fly, dude.
There you go.
Like, this man of mystery over here has been
Yeah.
studying the occult his whole life. I had no clue.
Right?
Yeah, that's fascinating
Yeah.
stuff, though. Yeah, I think we need to put together our do's and don'ts then.
You're right.
I mean, I didn't even know this about just not reading it aloud is kind of like a golden rule.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's, triggering that. Is
That's
there,
written in the shop. They're like on the bookshelf case. There's a piece of paper that saes "Do not read out loud."
Really?
No
Yeah.
incantations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's and has anyone attempted to break that rule? Don't. I'm saying don't. but-
Only a couple of times, and it's just a very polite reminder to stop.
Very
yeah,
polite.
yeah.
You could cause a rift between our parallel
Correct, yeah.
planes of existence here. Please don't.
Yeah,
Right.
dude. Yeah, my insurance doesn't
Right.
cover
Yeah.
demons coming and just wrecking shop all
I'm
over the place.
possessed enough. I don't need to
Ay, ay,
keep
ay.
going.
And it's so odd too and funny because Ghostbusters, the movie
Right.
Ghostbusters, is what initially
For
got
sure.
you intrigued and got you into this entire
100%.
like world of knowledge
Yeah.
seeking. Yeah.
Exactly. I wanted to be Peter Venkman, man. That was it. My parents, for some reason, didn't dissuade me.
Yeah.
You know, they
Well,
didn't
because it was-
encourage, but they're like, whatever.
Well, they were hoping you just be Peter Venkman in the way that you would have Bill Murray's charisma
exactly.
and be scooping up all the ladies, not the
Right?
paranormal side of it.
not the weird side.
I like
Yeah,
how Sigourney Weaver got a lot of our generation to aliens and ghosts
totally.
in underwear.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right,
exactly.
cool. This is
Mhm.
my thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's amazing. So Nexus Occult Books and Oddities specializes in everything that the title describes. And what
Correct.
else could people who are like, novice collectors or someone that's looking for some great keepsakes during the holiday season,
Yeah.
which is, of course, October and Halloween, what could they find in your shop?
That's a great question. So yeah, obviously we sell books. We have over 10,000 books. And I want people to understand it's not just the quote unquote scary occult stuff. We do have tons of stuff on ghosts and aliens and ancient history, religion, all this stuff. We sell a ton of oddities. We have like a lot of wet specimens and pinned insects. We have candles and herbs and incense, all that stuff, all that good stuff you'll find and crystals, tons of crystals. Good God. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, that's in this town. You got to have tons of crystals, right?
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
sure
Right.
my daughter has been to your shop just for crystal hunting.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
then came out with a level 3 witch.
It's
you know?
a huge market. Yeah.
She leveled up.
There
She
you go.
did level up.
There you
That's
go.
it. If you're looking to level up,
There
it's
you
the
go.
Nexus Occult Books and Oddities on Speedway and Swan. All right, let's keep our conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. There, we're going to recount everything that happened with Mark Sanchez over the weekend, which is odd as well, and it kind of fits the theme. And maybe we'll put together a do's and don't list with Andrew because I feel like I would go in and accidentally start the apocalypse
There
just
you
by
go.
being an
Just
idiot.
by being
to be like, what's this? Yeah. No. So you can join us, youtube.com/bevegan, or keep it right here because we got music on the way from System of a Down on Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Oh, cool. DJ Servant bought my Chaos Magic books by Peter Carroll from there.
Nice. Yeah. Peter Carroll's amazing,
There you
man.
go.
Oh, yeah, he's one of the go-to.
For sure. For
Yeah.
chaos magic. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Look at that. Okay, so yeah, we're learning so much. Oh yeah, when will Krampus appear? We'll talk about Krampus
Yeah.
right after this as well, because that happens each and every year
That's
for the last like 4 years, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I
This
love
will be our 4th year. Yeah.
Well, before we get into all that, I did have a top story, which was the drama and the stabbing of former New York Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez. It's kind of funny because Sanchez apparently is a raging alcoholic.
Mad
and,
lad.
Yeah, like, oh, how the mighty have fallen. I always love kicking them while they're down. So we talked about that with Justice Spears earlier this morning. In case you missed it, it went like this morning. So just keep it here all morning long. Kick it. Inspired on Friday night in Indianapolis.
Well, first of all, I don't dislike Mark Sanchez. I just think he has one of the funniest plays in NFL history with the butt fumble.
Yeah, that butt fumble. Now, the second most embarrassing thing in Mark Sanchez's life. Yeah.
So, yeah, Mark Sanchez, he's now an NFL commentator. He does stuff with, I believe, Fox.
Yeah.
And he does a great job. He's a great analyst. I think he's great for TV. But he was on schedule for the Indianapolis Colts Las Vegas Raiders game. And it turned out the Raiders defense wasn't the only one that got carved up in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
So-
No, there's going to be more where that came from. This
Stay
guy
tuned.
spent the whole weekend writing those down.
Take another stab at it, Justin.
I wish I could take credit for that, but somebody posted that on Twitter. But
Yeah.
anyways, so he was, I think Friday night. Yeah,
Mhm.
Friday night going into Saturday morning. He was out on the town in Indianapolis and just got absolutely plastered,
Yep.
as one does in Indy.
Yes.
And he tried to break into a truck,
yeah.
and the 69-year-old truck driver feared for his life.
Mhm.
And I mean, you have this drunk person trying to break into your truck, and Mark Sanchez apparently like body slammed the guy and like
Oh, yeah.
assaulted him,
Jeez.
and the truck driver got hospitalized.
Yeah, oh yeah, because he's 69 years old. I'll paint the full picture for you because according to this police affidavit and what happened, a lot of people were thinking that it was a DoorDash delivery driver. It was not. It was a box truck. It was a man who was working. He was backing up in an alley going to make a delivery.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
For whatever reason, this infuriated Mark Sanchez, who was at the hotel bar getting wasted. But moments before that, he was actually allegedly in the alleyway doing wind sprints, as one would do, right? So the guy was on one. This guy, he pulls up. He's trying to do his job. Mark gets pissed. He's like, you can't park there. I'm trying to do wind sprints there. And, then that's when the situation happened where Mark then attacked him. 69-year-old in self-defense pepper sprayed Mark Sanchez. The guy shook it off like the Terminator.
Oh, God.
That's when the guy then resorted to his old trusty knife there, whipped it out, stabbed him 3 times in the chest. And then that's when the altercation was finally separated, and Mark Sanchez then went to the hospital.
Because Mark Sanchez
Wow.
realized, like, oh crap, I've been stabbed.
Yeah.
I need to go to a hospital right now.
Yeah. And the pictures of Mark Sanchez, and then actually the 69-year-old in question, 69-year-old did get beat up pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, as you would from like a 6'3" former NFL player,
Yeah, no
even
kidding.
though he's a quarterback. So a real douche move, even to be indignant when it's like, hey, you're getting wasted on the company dime on a Friday night because he was in Indianapolis because he was going to be broadcasting the game on Sunday. So he's there for work, right? His drinks are getting covered. And then, to attack somebody who's on the clock working hourly, bad move.
Yeah.
And in Indy, apparently you don't F around in Indy. Indy has a murder rate comparable to Chicago. Did you know this?
I did not know that.
Yeah. And the problem is, initially, they tried to take this as a political move, right? Like the correspondents online who were start talking about Indy's crime and we're going to try to use Mark Sanchez as a poster child until they realized it was 100% Mark Sanchez's fault.
Yeah, they're like, oops.
Yeah. And then, they had the F around and find out crowd had to back up a little bit because he F'd around and he found out.
Sure found out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny because when the initial report came out, it was like, oh no, Mark Sanchez, like, how could this happen?
Yeah.
And then the more details came out, and it was like, it went from feeling sorry for Mark Sanchez to be like, dude, what a douche.
Yeah.
What a douche.
F that guy.
Grade A douche.
The
Entitled
fact the guy
douche.
gave him a chance to his spray paint, pepper sprayed him.
Yeah.
Like, back off. All right, now it's stabby time.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
Yeah. And if he
Jeez.
would have shook off those knife stabbings, then he would have been shot in the face, dude. You don't F around in Indy, apparently. And again, a guy who's on the clock, working hard late on a Friday night, 69 years old, should be retired. He was Danny Glovering in his mind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Like, I shouldn't even be working right now.
I'm going to do some wind sprints.
It's not the only incident that involves a USC football player and a knife.
Okay. Well, let's see. You want me to put the speed clock on and you get
I'm good.
I know you wrote down zingers. You're gonna be using them all day on your show, which is fantastic.
He's got a whole documentary series coming out.
Yeah. Somebody's calling real quick. Let's go to the phones. Let's see what we got. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Hey, B, what up, man? It's Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. What's going on?
Thought it was going to be Sanchez.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you still giving tickets away for the U of A game?
I gave away my first pair this morning, but I have another pair of tickets. I'll be giving away tickets all week long. So I already gave away my pair today, but just keep listening for chances to win. And they're playing against BYU, which I appreciate the call because we're going to talk about that right now.
Hell yeah, we need to pack the house, man. BYU thinks they're going to come down here and have home field advantage. We got to show them what's up.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is because, I just shared a post by Mr. Sports AZ over the weekend to Justin Spears because Justin Spears took video of the home crowd this past weekend and then scanned the field and saying this is right before kickoff.
Yeah.
And no one was there.
Right.
And so he posted that on Instagram and showed his tweet and it went viral, which – it's like, hey, we're actually doing pretty good. We got a good ball club. Now, there was a lot of things happening this weekend with basketball. So I'm sure the U of A kids wanted to do that. But, you still have to show out for these games. It's a beautiful day, too. So, now with BYU.
Yes, sir, yeah.
All right. How are we looking going up against BYU?
Well, BYU is undefeated, and they're now number 18 in the country. So this is a ranked opponent coming into town, and it's a 5 p.m. kickoff in Tucson. So that crowd that we saw last week, that's not going to be the crowd that we see on Saturday. And BYU, they have a large contingent of fans in Arizona. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be close to a sellout.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Well, close to a sellout for this game. We're going to need that home field advantage. We're going to need them being loud. But of course, you said BYU has a lot of people that are fans of them here. Now, with U of A putting on such a clinic on Saturday, was it a good representation of who they are, or was it a representation of who their opponents weren't?
I think a little bit of both.
Okay,
because their opponent, they played against Oklahoma State, and they haven't won a game against a Power 4 opponent since last year.
Okay,
they just fired their coach. They got an interim head coach. They got players entering the transfer portal. Arizona went into that game as 3 touchdown favorites, and they took care of business.
Okay, and they won by over 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, they won by 28. So it was a business as usual game for Arizona. But, the last time they had a big time test, it was on the road against Iowa State. They got smoked.
Yeah.
Now they got a big time test coming into Tucson. And now we'll see what this Arizona team is made of.
Right. Yeah, it's a make or break. So if, based off this game, we can see the projection of the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, and if they win this game, okay, 5-1, you have one more win than last year's win total at the halfway mark of the season, and then you're one win away from bowl eligibility, and you still have 6 games left. So this could be a really big game. And even if Arizona loses, I think the Wildcat fandom, they just want to see Arizona be competitive in this game.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's a big time test.
Let me ask you this. Since we're playing against BYU, are we allowed to bring super soakers into the stadium? We just troll them. You know, they're all soakers. They're just soakers, and they're the super
this is a repeat
soakers.
of the basketball game.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I love it. Well, Carlos, thanks for the call, brother. Yeah, keep listening for your opportunities to win those tickets. And Justin, we're going to have you in throughout the week to give us a rundown and more particular as we get closer to big game day and giving out tickets. I appreciate it, but I know that you have so much to cover on Spears and Ali, ESPN 1490, so I'm going to go allow you to do your job, all right?
Thanks, man.
All right, we're going to hit the reset, be back with your F My Life right after this. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, we're back here. We'll cover a bunch of things. We're going to cram in a bunch of stuff we can before we wrap things up here. We've got about 5 minutes on air, about 5 minutes of commercials. We'll probably, if we can't get everything in on air, we'll do a little overtime during the commercials there. So let's get on here. Fascinating stuff, dude. Thanks for coming in, by the way. Yeah, this is like, there's no shortage of questions for sure.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here with Andrew Cox of the Nexus Occult Books and Oddities store on Speedway and Swan. Talking all things oddities and occult stuff, which, I mean, even the difficulty of getting a brick and mortar to operate your business when you have a cult in the name.
Right.
Difficult thing to do. People get weirded out by that kind of stuff, you know? And then I got weirded out too, because I'm like, hey, you got some pretty powerful books in there. Do you gotta vet them? Like, I mean, I know it takes 30 days to get a gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to do a background check.
Yep.
And yeah. All right, let's see. Before we get into, because, you know, we're coming up on the holiday season where Krampus is a big deal. And Nexus, Occult Books and Oddity Stores does a free Krampus event. Before we talk about that, let's talk about do's and don'ts. Give me 3 do's and don'ts when, operating in the occult world or just coming into the shop. So what's a do?
A do is do your research. The worst thing you can do is trying to start work with the deity without knowing anything about them.
Right.
It's super disrespectful and typically doesn't work.
Yeah, and to do the D&Ts themselves and get offended and just like, oh,
Like, really,
you,
dude?
man. Yeah. You bring back
Bro?
from the dead for this? You don't even know who I am?
Right.
You're gonna Wikipedia it? Like, really?
All right.
Come on.
What's a don't?
Okay, the first one we talked about is don't read books out loud. 'Cause
Yes.
You could accidentally evoke or invoke something.
Okay, yes, that's a huge one. So
Big one.
number 1 on the don'ts. All right, give me number 2 on the do's.
Clean your energy and yourself and your environment before doing magic or witchcraft.
Okay, yeah. So like a cleanly, body and spirit
Right.
and mind is
Don't
definitely
show up with your dirty energy at a spirit's house.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you'll get met with dirty energy.
Exactly.
That's kind of like,
Yeah.
you could do that in your real life too. You go out there with that negative energy, you get it back,
That's
so
right.
that carries over in the afterlife. What's a don't?
Don't trust anyone who tells you that they are from Atlantis or that they knew you from Atlantis. They were an Atlantean priest or priestess.
Man, that happens a lot, huh? That's
Right.
a common thing. I've never met. So
That's my entire Tinder date.
Right,
thing.
exactly.
Like, you're from Atlantis?
I knew you in Atlantis. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
so good. All right. The third do.
The third do is do no harm. Do not harm any animals or people, please.
Yeah. Yes, please. All right. That's a good one as well. You could have put that higher on the list. But,
Priorities and all.
Yeah. What's the third don't?
Don't just come in to buy a book on magic or witchcraft and start practicing right away. It's something you should take serious and respectful. Deities are not genies. They're not vending machines. I give you an an offering. Now give me something back.
Right.
Don't do that.
Makes sense. I love it. All right, now let's talk about Krampus. Krampus obviously growing in popularity each and every year, and you actually have an event where or a season where you could get a photograph with Krampus at the store, huh?
That's right. It's the first 3 weekends of December, a Saturday and Sunday. It's totally free, all ages. You can bring your pets as long as they're well behaved and potty trained. Please, I got bitten and peed on last year by a mean dog.
Oh no!
Yeah, but it's we'll have all the posts on our websites about all the info and times and stuff like that. But it's a free event for everybody, and it's really fun.
Yeah, you got pictures of Krampus on your Instagram? What's your Instagram page again?
Instagram just at Nexus Occult.
Okay.
You can visit our website nexusoccult.com. That has a lot of the pictures of Krampus on there and some of the past events that we've done.
All right, let's see if we can pull up a picture of that here on the stream before we go. So I imagine your Krampus is pretty like all out, huh?
Oh yeah, totally. We set the setting. It's not just a guy in a suit. We set the whole scene and everything. It looks pretty spooky, but it's all in fun. Yeah, it's all in fun.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. And it's free. It's all ages.
Right.
So, yeah.
Here we go, Krampus.
There it is. That's Krampus
Yeah,
with Santa.
see, I knew that this Krampus would be like a legit Krampus, you know?
Not
So-
a Disney Krampus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. You have Santa and Krampus hanging out at the same time.
Yeah.
They're bros.
See, look at that, bringing it together.
Right.
You know, it's reminiscent of the late '90s when the Bloods and the Crips called the truce.
There you go.
Same difference. Same absolute difference. I love it, dude. Well, it is a spooky season, so that's why we wanted to have you in here in October. Nexus Occult Books and Oddities is on Speedway and Swan, locally owned business there, specializing in all things tarot cards, crystals, all that good stuff. Right there, and it's been a pleasure catching up with you, Andrew, and getting to know your backstory. Congratulations on this business, and we wish you continued success in a very busy Halloween season.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Thank
Of course,
you.
absolutely. Yeah, I know we'll be talking with you again soon, and definitely check them out. It's really so much cool stuff there, especially going into the holiday season. You could always get something odd, new, and just different here.
Right.
At the Nexus Occult Book and Oddities. And for more information, the website again is
nexusoccult.com.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to the show. As always, don't forget we are giving away 9 Inch Nails tickets all week long before they go on sale. They go on sale this Wednesday at 10 a.m. now, so you want to mark that in your calendar if you want to get yourself some really good seats. Till then, enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come and
Excellent job.
end
Hit
all your
the stuck
grief.
the landing and all that good
But
stuff.
if you
Hell yeah.
And now we just need a taco truck in your parking lot.
I will
There you
not
go.
cut off
And some
your
lube.
teeth.
Yeah.
Right, some lube.